Hey guys, welcome back to 𝗓𝗏𝗡𝗟𝗏𝗡. I'm a little bit thrown here, or upset maybe is the words. Or not upset, I'm not annoyed. It's just some of the bullshit that you have to listen to. Well, you don't have to. About, you want to look up something and the crap you have to listen to about something. Some people going on ego trips, right? Now, it has to be said. I feel it has to be said anyway. Now, I bought the trilogy a week ago or so, and it arrived 3 days ago from 𝗬𝗟𝗢𝗨𝗗, okay? I've no affiliation with them. I just like dealing with them, okay? I've no affiliation with 𝗧𝗥𝗢𝗨𝗗 either, who makes this RTA. None whatsoever. Couldn't give a damn. I don't even know where they're from. And I'm not bothered, okay? Now, 𝗧𝗥𝗢𝗨𝗗 said that this was a lot of work went into it. This is that, and we are saying what we're saying. So a lot of people buy it, and then you get reviewers coming on saying, I'll give it an 8.5 out for flavour, yeah? Here's the darling itself. You have other people saying you have to put your cotton in here. Oh, you have to put such a lot of cotton into it. You get your manual, okay? You have to put so much cotton in. But yet in the same breath, they put in big amounts of cotton and cut it off and throw it in the bin. So what if it takes a bit of cotton? What are you making a big deal of it for? You don't have to waste as much now, do you? You get this extra sort of drip tip. It's nice. I haven't even tried. I haven't even opened that bag. Now, I haven't put this down in 3 days. Yeah? Okay? Now, that's what you get in that box. This other box comes as well. It comes with a straight glass, okay? 2 mil, seemingly. And this thing, I'm guessing 9, 10 mil, okay? Now, to me, you have to use the extension piece then to get for this to fit in, okay? Now, for me, personally, I just like it with 5 mil, yeah? Okay? Because, if you put in 10 mil of juice, you have to either vape the 10 mil or take it out. And if you get sick of the juice, 5 mil's enough, yeah? So you vape through 5 mil of juice in this while you're talking to your next door neighbour. It likes juice, yeah? But did anyone expect anything different from a 30 mil? Now, look at the bottom of that there. Can anybody see juice on that? Right? No. Now, I'm vaping this 3 days, and I've just come back in. Now, this is still warm, okay? I'm vaping it on the drone squonker. Look at that. Is there any juice up there? No. And because it's the only mod I have that fits the 30 mil centered. And I wouldn't put it on another mod. I'm waiting on the 𝗧𝗥𝗢𝗨𝗗. Okay? Now, fair play to 𝗧𝗥𝗢𝗨𝗗 here, yeah? That's what I say. Now, this is the way she comes. I showed you all the stuff you get with it, right? You get your big wide bar drip tip, okay? And your top fill, right? Watch this. Watch this. One little turn, and off she comes. Brilliant. Okay? Now, your fill ports there, look at them. Yeah? And it's forgiving as well. If you rise over it, it's forgiving. It doesn't seep down the tank or anything. Nothing. Okay? Now, there's juice in this, so it's going to be all over my hands now, okay? I took out the cotton there just beforehand. Now, when you take off your deck, you're left with your barrel secure with the juice still in it. Isn't that brilliant as well? Fantastic idea. From 𝗧𝗥𝗢𝗨𝗗. Okay? Now, I bought this on the basis of what 𝗧𝗥𝗢𝗨𝗗 says, not some guy over in New York saying it's an 8.5 for flavour. Yeah? Whatever reason he would say it's an 8.5, because I can guarantee you now, people, it's a 9.5. This is better flavour out of it and quieter than half of the RDAs I have. And I can tell you now, it's about, if the Kennedy was 10 for loudness. Now, I like the Kennedy. Great flavour and all. But it's a loud piece of kit. I mean, it's loud. You'd waken up the next door neighbours. This thing, if the Kennedy was a 10, this is a 4 for it. It's smooth and quiet. Not quiet. It's not quiet. It's 30 mils. It's a 30mm yoke. Of course it's not going to be quiet. If it was quiet, it would be like a fucking phenomenon. It couldn't be quiet. How could it be? So it's not as loud as some RDAs, I can assure you of that. Now here, I just want to show you the tolerance on the airflow. Now I have to keep this quick because I want to go on forever. Look at that tolerance. This is the best tolerance I've ever had on any device for with the O-rings, with adjusting your airflow, okay? Now, so you have your juice in there, let's say, and you take out, you want to change your wicks or your cotton, or your coils. You leave this down and off you go, yeah? Unless you turn it up this way, which no one's going to do that, because anyone who's buying this 30mm RTA knows their shit. They're not some owl some owl guy like me who has just stopped vaping. I stopped smoking. I'm vaping 5 years. Now look at the size of that hole. I've just pulled the coils back there to show you. Look at the size of that. I mean, my child to get his little finger down there. It's huge. Okay, it's like a lift shaft, yeah? So in you go, and you have to. There's a fairly decent wicking ports there, yeah? And look at the little wick. They're 2mm. They're 2mm diameter. Of course you have to put... They're all saying, oh, you have to use lots of wick. They put in their wick and then they cut off 2 inches of wick, waste it. And then they're moaning about putting a bit of wick down into it. Of course you're going to have to cover these 3 holes. Some people are making such a huge big deal. Oh, you have to do this and you have to do that. Why? Of course you have to do it. It's 30mm wide. You must cover these 3 holes. Now, don't pack it down. It has to be loose. In my experience over 3 days, not one drop has this leaked. Some are saying, oh, you have to keep your wicks up off this ledge that it seeps down. It's bullshit. And I'm saying it straight here. Yeah, it's absolute bullshit. These coils are 3mm inner diameter. Pull them over your airport, whatever that's called, your lift shaft, okay? And off you go. And this thing, for the size of it and for the amount of air that's going through it, is quiet, relatively quiet. Not silent, but it's not as loud as some RDAs that I have. And that's the truth of it, okay? Now, what else do I need to tell you here? The flavour. The clouds out of this is outstanding, right? If you're into just clouds, which I cannot understand why anyone would want to just have clouds and no flavour. But obviously some do, and fair play. Now, the flavour out of this is a 9.5 out of 10. I know the juices I'm putting in here, and I'm telling you now, I'm finding the juice it's as good as any of the top RDAs I have. This is a brilliant RTA, okay? And anyone who's thinking of buying this, okay, do not be afraid. I have not had it leaking in 3 days, and it's not going to all of a sudden. You just do the wicking the way you know how to do it. It takes, cover the 3 ports, okay? Cover the 3 ports. They're 2mm. You need to cover them. Of course you do. If you bought some yoke in the next door shop there, of course you'd cover them in case you'd be worried about it leaking. Yeah. Now I got this fairly decent. It was 15% off and all that crack. That's the only reason I got it. Now I took a chance because I'm not, I'm squonking a lot this last year or so, and I took a chance with it because I like RTAs, but some of them are unforgiving. Look at this. Right, how much a cap, you fill it, how much a cap, sits down, boom, it's on. None of this 10 times turning it, yeah? Now, I don't like wide bore, but I use them. I have it on the Nightmare from Immortal Mods, and it's excellent. I don't like the big wide bore, but look, I put up with it, you know what I mean? There has to be a certain amount of tolerance. This guy last night, I was watching, he wanted the coil ports, where you put your coils in to be wider so we could get wider coils in. Well, why would you want to do that? I mean, I have 5 wraps, 3mm inner diameter, and then off you go. And there's plenty of cotton running through that. There's no way it's going to leak. It hasn't leaked for me in 3 days, guys. And I just thought I'd get on and let you know, people, if anybody is thinking of buying this, have no fear. Have no fear. I'll stand over it. Yeah? A brilliant, brilliant RTA from Vapors Cloud. And thank you, Vapors Cloud. Thank you for a brilliant piece of kit. It saves me squonking all the time now, and I like just filling up, and you can see what's in it, and off you go. You know? So I'll leave it at that. The Vapors Cloud Trilogy RTA. Yeah, a classic, brilliant piece of kit. Thanks for tuning in. Stay safe.